Someday love will find you. Base and world map. In the base, you may customize your units and select your next mission. For now, you only have one choice of mission, but that will change at points later in the game. Make sure to prepare your units accordingly, as you cannot return to base after starting a story chapter. Also, difficulty can only be changed in the world map. I honestly didn't even know you could change your difficulty. So many additional screens during battle. It's really not that bad, you know, because realistically, like the only one that really matters is your skills, right? Because attack is just one menu, weight is one menu, unit info you don't really use all that much, you know, especially once we get like later into the game and I kind of, you know, understand more about what's going on here. Units can have one weapon equipped at a time. This may only change while in a base. Weapons can have 2 rune slots that can have effects slotted into them. Runes that are slotted into a weapon can be extracted for a small gold cost, so feel free to use them up. Okay, good to know that we can replace runes. It does come at a cost, but I'm actually totally okay with this. It's the systems where they don't let you replace them at all that I don't like. 3 gems can be combined to craft a ring, which grants a unit special effects. Units may have 2 rings equipped. This may only change while in the base. Okay. So I don't think anybody has a ring, right? Nobody has a ring yet. And we only have 1 emerald, so we can't really do anything. And there's a million, billion, bajillion rings. There's so many rings. So if anybody was wondering about what builds are like, here you go. Go crazy. Elixirs are a one-time use item that increase a unit's stats by 2 or 5 for HP. Elixirs are rare, but the earlier you use them, the more work those stats put in. I guess that's technically true. And I have 1 HP elixir, so that's probably going to go to Gwyn, because Gwyn is going to be one of our frontliners. And I think I want her to have more HP. You could argue that maybe you should put it on someone who has a little bit less, but I feel like Gwyn I'm going to be putting in the front line quite often. And then we have a shop, which we can buy or sell. We don't really want to sell. I'm assuming this allows 1... Okay, don't click on that. Don't click on that. What else can we buy? Life Essence. Ability upgrade material. Ability upgrade material. Ability upgrade material. Okay, so let's take a look at our army here. Let's see here. So we have bonds. Do we have anything? We shouldn't have any bonds yet. We do not, but we're kind of working towards the stuff. Abilities. All abilities have 4 upgrade levels, which are upgraded using Essence. Flame Essence is for damaging abilities. Life Essence for support abilities. And Crystal is for utility and debuff abilities. If you change classes, your upgrade resources will be refunded. Well, that is very nice to know as well. Okay. And then finally, the fun stuff. Class trees. Oh, this, I think... I don't think in the demo this was here. I think you could change freely. I think. Level 25 you have to get some of these. Okay. Okay. Why does that look so different? These all look the same. So he is a scholar. So one thing that I wasn't entirely sure of in the demo was how do you tell which one is which? We are the scholar because it's got the orange background. I'm not sure why Aegis. I guess because... Let's see. 53 heavy blind stacks. For 2 attacks, hit rate reduced by 54. That is pretty nice. Scaling 45 plus 90 mastery and 2... Oh, okay, so it's just telling us how that number scales. Mana repulsor shield. Surround an ally with energy for 3 turns, reflecting 9 damage every time they're hit in combat. Reflection. Taking damage increases damage next attack. So this is a passive that he gains. So this would reduce his might growth, give him more HP. So this would turn him into a more defensive unit. I mean, it would take a coin to swap him over. Right. But I think this is more useful than Scholar. I don't know that Scholar is all that helpful. Hey, Gabe. So happy to have found your channel and get to see all these turn-based tactic games. Well, thank you. Appreciate you having you. I appreciate having you here. And I'll be honest, I'm happy to be finding all these tactics games as well. It's a very nice change of pace from what I've been, you know, playing more recently. Very nice to get back into it, for sure. So I don't yet know how common these coins are. So I'm not going to swap Alden yet. But there's some potential here. I think when I played, I swapped him to a Warlock. And it was fine. I'm sure it would be fun to play, but it didn't end up speaking with me as much as I thought it was going to. Summon an ally from 5 tiles away, dealing 17 damage to enemies adjacent to the ally's original tile. Heal an ally. So this is much more support. Kind of similar to the Scholar. I just feel like because he's so high leveled, having him be another tank for us would just be so good. And, I mean, come on. He's got a magic sword. That's pretty freaking cool. Okay. So we don't have to worry about all that too much. We did pick up a longsword. Does that go on anyone? Can I put that on somebody? Now, can I compare? There's no comparison, but we can see the stats here. Is it the only one that we can put it on? I'm assuming it is. It certainly is. So power 10, up from 7, accuracy the same. Weight. So what is weight change? Weight changes our dodge, it changes our speed. Which is fine. We just want her doing more power. I don't necessarily need her doubling. Oh, wait, hold up. We just have these runes? Wait, what? I can just put these on right now? What one would I even want? Wait. How much does it cost? 350 gold. You have 3,000. Okay. No runes for this weapon type. Huh. Okay. Where did the whole giant list go? Okay, so the rune 0. Okay, so this system I'm a little unsure of. Little unsure of what's going on there. So with elixirs, like I said, I'm going to use the HP here on Gwyn. Keep her alive. And then let's create another save state. And go to chapter 3.
Did everyone make it to safety?
Looks that way to me.
Oh, and I think this is where we have to make our first choice for the story.
Valeria, Cassandra, can we count on you to scout the area?
Leave it to us, Gwyn.
I have to go find my parents. I didn't see them in the fighting and...
You don't have to explain yourself. Go find your folks.
Right.
We're lucky we had reinforcements. What I'm wondering is why they're here, and how they got here before us.
Doesn't matter to us. We should head back to Caliban, report to Father, and...
Are you crazy? We can't leave now. These people need our help.
And we can't offer that help without the support of the Order.
While normally I would advise we confer with the Grand Master, we may not be given that luxury.
Perhaps you're right. Still...
We should at least talk to the local leaders before we depart.
I agree. Come on, let's get this over with.
And that is precisely why we
Oh,
cannot get
well,
involved.
hello.
You and your chosen are housing our wounded. You're
Yeah, he's a
already
hello too.
involved.
We are as forbidden from inflicting harm as we are obliged to relieve it.
If I may interrupt, we've come on behalf of Grandmaster Irving.
Ah, Alden. That must make you two the Saldaran children, then. I can see the resemblance. And who's this one?
Arthur. Arthur Sildarin. We're all family here.
We pulled on his ears one too many times. And how are we to know he'd stay that way?
I see.
That's such a good
Well,
line.
I am Reverend Enid. This is Lord Carlisle, and...
That's such a brother
And
thing
I'm
to say.
Commander Aaron. It's lucky you were here to help. You did a brave thing back there.
Honestly, we thought we were the lucky ones. We didn't expect reinforcements.
Did the Grandmaster not inform you of his plans? How curious.
We are indeed aware of the plan. Gwen is merely thankful.
We were?
Just play along.
Don't be too thankful. Could be the attack only happened because the Lord was paid enough.
Coin is not our master. We are its. Our only loyalty as this nation's rulers is to Gritania.
You're only loyal to your Gritania. Her people should be free to govern themselves without masters to pull their strings.
Our people are free, precisely because of our efforts to keep them that way. Do you truly believe they'd prefer your personal brand of anarchy?
If not anarchy, then perhaps he intends to trade your strings for his chains, subjecting our people to martial law?
Ha! Come on now, don't accuse me of both. You have to pick one or the other. And the people know that what you label anarchy is what they call liberation.
They seem friendly.
Shush, Reardon.
Surely these concerns are but trifles compared to the threat of Asverell, no?
Aye, true enough that. I don't get it though. Asverell's been posturing along the border for some time now, but to invade?
This is no invasion, I fear. Their force is too small, and somebody would have sounded the alarm. But if not an invasion, then what?
Perhaps the commander's paranoia contains a kernel of truth. The timing of this attack may be no coincidence. If they knew we would be gathered in Haven, that might explain how quickly they moved.
If that's the case, then you can't stay here. They'll be looking for you.
Then we shall return to the Tri-Towns, where our defenses are strongest. The death of even a single lord is an unacceptable risk.
The riders will take care of the refugees while the lords sit on their hands. We can't just sit around and chew the fat now.
Then the Chosen and I will be returning to Eazen's Hope with the wounded. If Asverell threatens the border, it is our duty to negotiate peace.
Well, that was productive.
So the God, I'm bad with names. The not Asfidel, but the place that they're talking about, is this just like a warring nation? I don't recall in the story so far if it's fully been explained what this place is. It could also be from the first game. From what I know, like the first game, there's obviously going to be storylines that go through the first and second game, but I am under the impression, specifically from the developer saying this, that you don't have to have had played the first game to understand what's going on in the second. So I don't know if this is a name that was maybe talked about in the first game, and that would give me a little bit more backstory to what's going on here. But I'm going to be honest, any type of like war situation starts to boggle my head. I need like visual diagrams, man. Too many names.
Ah, politics.
That too.
I have
Politics.
a bad feeling about this. I hope Cass and Val are doing all right.
It's quiet. No birds, no critters, no nothing. They must be spooked.
Of course they are. This is their home, and it's being hurt. Anyone would be afraid. Like Saxon.
Despite how they treated him?
Even a bad home's a home.
Hey, you're Gritanian too, aren't you?
Oh, I guess so.
Then shouldn't you be scared? This used to be your home too.
I am scared.
Right.
What about you? You grew up in Asverell.
I did, but that was so long ago I barely remember. Besides, the Order's my home now.
Okay, so I'm assuming that this is like a different continent. Or country, basically large landmass that's claimed by certain people, right? Whether it's a country, continent, land, realm, whatever you want to call it. That's what I'm assuming. So we have Gritania and we have, again, Asverell. I'm going to need a freaking map.
It's all our home. But it's okay to be sad about the places that used to be home.
Whatever Asverell is today.
Asverell. Just say it 3 times. You remember? Asverell.
Home, it's lost to me.
That's very sad.
Yes, it is. Wait, look there!
Yeah, that's a lot of dudes. And dudettes.
There's a lot. Too many.
They're heading further past the border. We have to warn the others. Come on, Cass!
Just so even-keeled throughout the whole conversation.
Well, that confirms our suspicions. They're aiming to eliminate the Gritanian leadership.
Split up like they are now, it'll be a slaughter.
Then we've got to do something.
Not a chance. There's only 6 of us.
Yeah, I was literally just about to say that.
7 of
There's
us.
6 of us against an army, dude. What do you think we're gonna do?
I'm there.
We're not getting involved. It's a direct violation of the tenets of the Order. We're sworn not to get involved in these kinds of conflicts. We're already straining that oath as is.
It's too dangerous. I can't allow it.
Gwyn, I agree with Reardon.
What's going on here, Alden?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Bull
Father's
crap.
plan, perhaps?
Bull
I
crap.
believe the Grand Master would urge you to intervene, yes.
There's 6 of us, dude. What are
You're
you?
hiding
7 of
something
us.
from us.
Sorry.
But we'll have to act fast if we're gonna do this.
Fine. We still can't be in 3 places at once.
Then we must choose one place to be.
Whomever we save, we have to be prepared for them to be the only survivors.
The riders are with the refugees, and they're willing to fight back.
My family's with them too. You've got to help them.
But if the Lords are lost, the power vacuum could shake Gritania to its core. Theirs is a prosperous and stable Gritania.
Losing their church would be no better. Besides, the Chosen are non-combatants and are carrying wounded. They can't fight back.
Or won't.
The Chosen, too, are sworn not to interfere in these matters. Their tenets are the most closely aligned with our own.
Okay. So, our first choice here. So we can go with the Southern Riders, a Gritanian faction that prioritizes the safety of small towns and people least capable of defending themselves. Now, this is the big man, right? Big man who doesn't want the lords in power. We have the Merchant Lords, a Gritanian faction that prioritizes the economic health of the realm, which is Chubby Man who was over here, and then Eisen's Chosen, a Gritanian faction that prioritizes the common faith, which I'm assuming is the redhead. Which I mean, I'm gonna be honest, probably should go this way, but I feel like. Decisions. Where do you want to go? I think I'm off the Merchant Lords. I don't think that's a realistic decision for us. I think the question is between these two. But I think that ultimately I lean more towards the Southern Riders. Yeah, let's go this way. We're going to go Southern Riders.
The riders are the best equipped to fight off Asverell, and I won't leave the lives of the refugees to fate.
Thank you, Gwen.
Come, we've wasted enough time already. Like the commander said, no time to chew the fat. Commander Aaron, we come bearing news.
Oh? I suppose I'm not so lucky to get good news, am I?
Asverell is in pursuit and will be here soon. We must stand and fight.
Those sons of... Then I suppose we're in for a brawl. You'll be fighting alongside us, I hope.
That we will.
Glad to hear it. Boys, we've got company and not a lot of time to set the table. Let's give them a taste of good old Grytonian steel!
It's such a weird thing to come out of his mouth. He's like, yeah, we're men. Go set the table. We're about to have some dinner. All right. Defeat 25 foes. Visit both camps. Use defensive terrain. Okay, well, use defensive terrain is super easy. Protect Aaron. Aaron is our main commander, right? Yeah. So we don't really have to worry about that. Because the enemies don't really get up here all that much. So, how do we want to play this out? Drops a relic rune. Defense increased. Okay, so we're probably going to want a mage for down here. Let's see. Damage type is magical. Okay, gotta be very careful if I take Gwyn down this way. How many turns do I have? 9 turns. Okay, and I gotta make sure that I get all this loot. But we're probably splitting into 2 squads. There's someone up here, too. I remember this from the demo. Like, because of the UI, it's kind of hard to see that's going on. But there is a Javelineer up there. This one's pretty easy to kill. We got a warrior over here. Really strong. But in terms of speed, I could potentially double Saxon. The tough thing right now is not having like 2 heavily defensive units. So after, honestly, I'm thinking right now I should probably just swap over Alden just to get another tanky unit. There's a lot of damaging units here. I don't know when I'm going to get coins. I'm hoping they come. I'm assuming they're going to come pretty soon though. It does seem like a little bit of a waste to swap him over rather than to give a character a coin. But again, I am kind of assuming that we're going to get coins soon because again, like our 5 is so early on. And I can't, the thing is, I can't promote anyone else. And I definitely don't want to take Valeria off of Nightblade. I really like her on Nightblade. So I'm not going Gallant with her. Oh, wait. Can I even switch? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I am going to do it. So, oh, that's what he looks like on the map. Okay. So I think because you have pretty good, you're kind of split defense fortitude, I'm going to have you go down this way since I have a little bit of mixed here between high power units. And I have this unit down here with high power that does magic damage. So we're going to have you go that way. Now, in terms of healers, I think I'm going to have Cassandra go this way. Because I don't want to put our 2 strongest units together. I'd like to have them split up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got to be careful about this unit here. And then going down. Let me think. How do I want to split these up? Do have a couple range units. I think ideally, let me try and set up my ability here with Arthur. Charge that up. And then maybe have Saxon come down here, help out. Saxon and Valeria down here. Arthur and Gwyn up this way. And then Reardon goes down this way. Okay. Interesting that it says deployed 7 out of 9. I'm surprised it wouldn't just say 7 out of 7. Because it's not like I have anyone else that I can put in. Okay, so we lose if... Well, we lose if Gwyn is defeated. We lose if anybody's defeated, so that doesn't really matter. Defeat 25 foes, visit both camps, and use defensive terrain. Right. Some enemies marked by skull earn power, gaining additional effects and powers. Empowered enemies are more likely to have loot, but pose greater danger than their regular allies. Take care to read their empowerments and adjust your tactics accordingly. For sure. For sure, for sure. Okay. We also got to keep in mind that unit is there. So, anybody who send in... Yeah, we'll be able to set this off pretty nicely. God, if you missed here, that would be great. Oh, yeah. Thank you, RNGesus.
They're mine. Be gone.
So now I don't have to worry as much about an attack coming from here. Although, she's probably going to attack Arthur. If we're being honest, she's probably going to attack Arthur. Luckily, she can't double. I didn't even think to check that before. So, now Valeria can't really do anything to help out here. This guy's a bit of a problem too, though. Maybe I just worry about pulling here. I could actually just shock. No, he's too far to shock. We're going to wait outside of this guy's range.
Sure thing.
Let's see, we take some damage. I got to be a little bit worried because this guy can come up and behind. Actually, I don't think I can really safely... Okay, just come up and get me here. Can I target myself with this? I can. I kind of think they're going to come up here and attack some of my rangers, though.
Okie dokie.
If I have to, let's let loose.
Okay. Let's see. So it's going to make this combat potentially a little bit more complicated. Is not knowing entirely where our allies are going to go, which is going to kind of... Okay, yeah, this is a fine attack. Which, you know, is going to potentially screw up some strategies that we may or may not have. Okay, at least they're all moving up to us. So actually, funny enough, Saxon would be helpful down here. Although we can't really get into a good position, is the thing. I mean, he can do the same thing right here, though.
Who, me?
Yikes. That's a lot of damage. Let's try Verroa and help out this way.
It's us or them.
Who, me? Special delivery.
Yeah, he's pretty tough. So we're just gonna hold here. %83 chance. Okay, let's go for it. Way to go, Cassandra. Nice job.
I'll leave you to it. Sure thing.
And then Alden, we can trap in this guy. That's kind of a bummer.
Too easy.
That's much better. Oh, dude, that's so freaking cool. Now, I'm going to be honest. I do wish he had his armor in this form. I understand now why he doesn't. It's still freaking badass, dude. Now. This is a bit annoying. Because I would like Gwen to get the kill. And you're going to be able to come up here and chunk down my boy.
Be gone.
I suppose we can do this. Hold up. Yep, that's terrifying. Actually, is it though? 11. Oh, yeah, you can double me. But you actually don't have that much damage. Because if I go here... Oh, no, but then she could swing around. Okay, so I don't want to do that. I'm okay with her coming after me. What I don't want is to get double teamed right now. I just want to pull in one at a time. Okay, Aaron, if you're going to run in face first, we need to talk about this, man. We need to talk about your strategies. Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. That's really rough.
The sky's the limit.
Stop eating my XP. Yeah, this is a little... Actually, okay, so it's not as much of a problem now. So, again, I'm okay with just pulling one of these. So I think what I'm actually going to do, move you back. Yeah, I'm just going to do a regular attack here. I got to get Gwen some experience.
Not bad.
So Gwen's going to get the kill here.
It had to be done. Let's put it to good use.
Pull this chick up. This one I got to be a little bit careful about. Now, I also have to be careful about the accuracy here. Because I have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies that can all hit this. Hit range 1 to 2. So this is a 3 attack square. I cannot be attacked by both of these here, though. Okay, let's worry about that in a second. Let's worry about over here.
Hope this works.
Okay, let's see if we can't use this to take out this enemy. Perfect. Dude, this was such a good decision. Look how freaking cool he looks. Now, I am tempted to leave Alden to clear these units out alone and then get this. The problem with that is then it takes my strongest unit off the table. So, then do I take someone like Riordan down here to visit the camp? Because I feel like having Saxon for AoE is going to be beneficial. So I think what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to put Saxon here. I'm going to pull both these units. And so because of that, I'm going to prep Cassandra to get up here.
Moving it.
How fast are you? 11 plus 4 is 13. So that doesn't really matter. So then I think I'm going to prep Riordan to come down here and grab this camp. I think that's my plan. Okay, well, we don't have to worry about that elite anymore. Brick!
Aw, trying to run.
Way to go. Nice crit, girl. Nice crit. Okay, that's actually fine, because now Riordan can get that kill. Or actually, I could actually have... no, I can't. I need Cassandra come up to here to heal. So I can have Saxon use his call the storm. Which is, the thing is, like, is that worth it? It doesn't kill. But that sets up a pretty clean kill here for Valeria. And then we just have this one unit to tangle with. Cassandra can come up here to heal. Cassandra's blocked off. Oh, frick. Isn't that a tile that can be hit by... Oh, shit. Oh, well, actually... Oh, this isn't that bad. Yeah, this isn't that bad. Because she's the same thing, right? She just has ensnaring strike. It's not like she's, like, super strong or anything. And even then, if I wanted to, I could try and draw her up this way, which I think I might actually do. Okay, let's not do that. Don't be stupid. Oh, you son of a bitch. That is a problem. That is no longer a problem. Give me a good one.
That'll have to do.
It's all right. It's all right. We take those.
Let me help.
Who, me? Too bad. So sad.
Now, the potential problem is if they both decide... I guess if they both decide to go... Again, they're not like super... You know, they're not going to hit for a ton of damage. So Saxon will be able to fight it off. Okay. So that's actually fine. Which this then leaves Riordan to get this kill.
Finders keepers, right?
And now I think that I'm actually going to send Alden up this way now. It's all 1 to 2. Okay, so I can't do anything here anyway. Oh, shit. Shit. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Asverell. I did not... I literally blanked that guy right there. Oh, yeah, and I have this archer here. Dude, the allies are kicking ass. Okay, what now? What the frick? Now you guys are coming this way? What the frick? Just make a decision. Make a freaking decision, man.
Right.
Can I kill you? I don't think so. That's a big no. I need to get Arthur some dang medicine. Yeah, this is starting to scare me. Why y'all coming this way?
I'll do it.
Okay, so I'm going to set up this kill for Gwyn here because I need to get the defensive... I mean, not that I need the defensive terrain here. And this doesn't affect my accuracy, right? Yeah, it's the same. So I'll just save my mana. And then I should definitely be able to clear this chick out.
I can do this.
Would love to be able to hit with a range attack here.
Let's rock.
To attack from here. Really? Nobody can move here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You sure?
Yeah, why can I not move here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I be missing something? Do I be missing something? I suppose I am.
Moving it.
Okay, so let's go ahead and weaken her up. Oh, get it, girl! Nice!
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah, see, now I can move there? So I couldn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why couldn't I? I wonder if that's an auto-pathing issue? Because there was a unit here, was it stopping me from going here? Or is there a movement, is there a downside for moving through the bushes? That it's not telling me down here? I can definitely see that being the case. You know, most other games have a movement bonus, or a movement decrease from going there. I just don't see one here. Now, you're safe.
Alrighty.
So let's go ahead and heal our ally here. So I think now, yeah, Alden, you're coming down this way now, buddy.
I'm there.
Speed 2. Speed 10. Okay, so I don't want to be putting Riordan.
Happily.
Oh, I can't move there anyway. Okay, we'll go here. Yeah, look at them all flip their tactics and run away. Little cowards. Holy shit, I didn't calculate for her. I did not think she was close enough to hit me. Jeebus criminy. Okay, we're at least good. Unfortunately, well, actually, no. Valyria can heal. Valyria can heal. You're at 16. You're at 13. Of course, you're at 16. It doesn't matter because she can hit all the way up here anyway. So I need to get us out of here. She's actually a fairly big problem. So we bring Saxon here. We heal with Valyria. Arthur here shoots here. Gwyn here kills. That leaves her taking 2 attacks from that. I don't know that I want to be doing that, though. So I put Arthur healed here. Cassandra heals. And then we have a double fight here. Gwyn can come back around, kill him in the back. But I have to get him out of here first.
This one's mine. It had to be done.
Oh shit, but that's still in range.
Moving it.
Okay, well, no one can get here to Saxon, thank God. Okay, well, Gwyn's not going down. Right, she might take a hit, but, you know, it is what it is.
Be gone.
Alrighty.
Moving it. Let me pass you up.
Let me help.
We'll heal here just to give her the most HP possible. Yeah, although that opens up there, that's kind of a problem. Okay, well, we'll see how it goes.
Happily.
Don't overdo it.
Okay, let's pull them in.
I'm there.
Okay, let's see how the turn goes. Might turn really bad. Unless he distracts her, which would be fantastic. Because allies are great for distracting. Oh, you freaking champ. Take that X to the head. Oh, that sucks. That sucks quite a bit. Luckily, though, I think she's the only one who can actually hit there. Okay, so Repulsor Shield is pretty crazy. Yeah, only 5 damage here. So the question is... Oh, no, she actually went the other way. So that's totally fine. That was actually a pretty great combat. I need to read that again. When attacked, reflect damage. Was there another reflecting 9 damage every time they are hit in combat? So do they have to be adjacent for this? It doesn't specify, but I'm assuming that it does. Why did you guys not move, you pricks? A knight with a shield and sword of mage hat? Yeah, of course. Haven't you ever seen that? He is our... What is he again? An Aegis? Yeah, so his suit of armor is magic. So he like casts it. So I think we're going to attack here. I think we're going to take out these two because I don't think that this unit is necessarily a problem. Ooh, I can't kill. Actually, no, I can't. No, I don't have magic. I need literally 5. This might be fine. If I come up here, I get to kill here. Yeah, see, he like casts it on himself. It's so freaking cool.
Orders.
And then I can get extra defense from here. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Gets to 1? Yeah, and I can't do that. Okay, I got to back you up. So I don't think there's any way that you can get here. That's a pain. Hopefully, actually, you should be able to help out. So maybe I should. That's risky. I don't know that I want to do that. Ideally, this guy should be coming down here and shooting this chick, which would have killed. But actually, no, because then we would have taken a double and we would have been a lot weaker to this. Can he also become an archer using magic? I don't know about that. So I haven't been able to see any of the tier 2 promotions because the tier 2 promotions, they're currently blacked out. And in the demo, I also couldn't see tier 2 promotions. I could only kind of guess based on the shapes of the characters. In terms of tier 1 promotions, no. Your options with Alden specifically, he starts as a scholar, which is kind of like a support class. He can teleport people around, spread mana around. Definitely more of a caster character. Aegis is more of his tank character where he puts a bunch of like magical armor around him, turns him more into a tank character. He has a warlock, which has more like AoE damage. And then lastly, a Geomancer, which is kind of another support unit built to protect your allies. So he can teleport, rather than teleporting units into an area, he can teleport units away from an area towards him. And then whenever he teleports them away, it will do it will do damage to any units that were around that unit. And so we really only have one defensive unit here, which is Gwyn. And so I wanted another one, so I swapped him over. It did take a promotion coin, which kind of sucks, but I kind of needed it to happen. This is horrifying. This is worrisome. Realistically, I think that these two are the scariest characters. And Saxon, oh boy, Saxon's hurting. And unfortunately, none of them are near the bushes, which is real shit. So I think the first obvious choice is to do this. And I say that, but I didn't realize it wasn't going to kill her. I think that might be fine, though, because... Let's see. So if I pull Cassandra in here to get a kill, Valeria can fight here. And then... Actually, I think I want to save Cassandra in case I need to heal Gwyn. Or bring Saxon here, use his AoE, which will get this kill, soften these up. I would have to use Cassandra to heal, because even if I like move Gwyn down here, get this kill, she can then move up and shoot Saxon, which is no bueno. But I can put Valeria here, Gwyn here, which blocks this unit from getting there, blocks this unit from getting there.
Let's get it done.
First, let's play the smart. First, let's see how much damage I can do to these. So I can do... It's just 17. Oh, I can do a lot of damage to you. Holy crap. For 20 damage. And because you take up 4 of the 37, that's 33. If it's split both ways here, it's 11 or 12. It is spread equally. Oh, it's spread equally to all enemies. Oh, but that doesn't matter. It's still going to be enough. 12 damage is enough to get that kill. I could also heal here as well. I could... Do I reduce your stats? Or do I go... I think I just reduce stats. Get the kill. Get the kill here. Cassandra heals.
This all you got?
That's a little bit troublesome. I thought that was going to be enough for a kill. He can't damage us, so we still come in here. Oh, okay. She's just a god. She's a wait. No, this is still fine. This is still fine.
Right. I always win.
I was thinking that was problematic at first because this unit could get up here and attack here, but she was always able to attack here because we were always taking this unit out.
Let me help.
Okay. And now this isn't a problem anymore. Right? Obviously we heal, but she also can't double here. She can double here, but she doesn't have enough damage to actually kill here.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Can you make them wet first? I don't think there's any mechanics like that. We got the dodge anyway, which is freaking sweet. Yeah, so Repulsor Shield must only work on melee attacks. Or attacks within range 1. So I need to use defensive terrain 3 more times, which is going to be a little bit tough to do, actually. Unless I just set someone up here to block here. Because down here is just a nightmare. I can't just send someone running in here. Okay, let's think.
I'm there.
Hope this works.
Actually, can I get you? No, that's as close as I can get you. Still not enough for a kill, though, huh? Although, I guess I probably should have attacked with... no, actually, Oh, well, yeah, I should have attacked with Alden first, actually. Okay, now how do I want to manage this? Because I can pull you in. If I wanted to... Oh. So of note, if I put somebody here, I can pull in 2 units. I can't put, like, there won't be 3 units, right? Because both of these units can attack this square, but only from here. She can get here, but she can't attack that square. So basically, I would pull in this unit. The AI would have to put her here, because then you would be 1 square away. Or I guess either of these would be. Well, no, because that's as far as she can get. But, like, ideally for this, I would have Alden here. Because obviously this is all magic damage, so I can't put Gwen in that position. It, like, kind of has to be Arthur. So I think Arthur's actually fine. We're going to pull just 1 unit. It's a little bit slow, but the only thing that I need to do is survive 2 more turns and visit this camp. There's, again, probably going to be the defensive terrain that I can't get done. I don't see how I would be able to get that done. And this is also just a safe tile. Okay, so unless we miss this 90%er, we're good. Nice.
Am I getting it?
You're amazing.
Yeah, and I don't want to pull this unit with Arthur.
They're mine.
So let's put Arthur here. Yeah, the thing is, I would have to get 3 defensive uses in 1 turn. Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
Yep.
I'm trying to make it happen, but I just don't see it happening. Nice. Wait. Okay, well, frick you too, Arthur. You could have at least hit. Oh, man, she can hit all the way over here? Well, luckily this is our last turn. Oh, nice. We already got a coin. Perfect. You stay there. Arguably, we could put you here. I'm a little hesitant to do so, though. Brings me up to 9 defense. So that would be 1 use. The thing is, they get a turn. If they did not get a turn, this would be a little bit easier, because then I could put someone like down here for 1. But that would actually be it, because I can't get to here. Okay, so then let's not push it. Let's just take the wins we can get. Right? No need to overextend. We know we can get a kill there. So let's worry about these 2. Honestly, I should play it safe and just, like, back out, not even worry about... Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to back out. I think, let's see. So there... You can get a kill there. Yeah, because you can come up here. So we're missing out on some items, which is kind of a bummer. Which is your strongest unit? Definitely Alden here. Alden's the Jagan. So Alden comes in at level 8, and then Valyria comes in at level 5, and then everyone else starts at level 1. Yeah, so... I'm trying to, like, it's just not worth getting in there. They actually changed this map from the demo? Are you sure? This looks the same to me.
I got this.
But I do have to be careful of her, just so that way I don't, like, walk into her range.
Let's get it done.
We're just going to spread everyone out. Just get them to safety. Alright. So whoever you decide to attack is totally fine. No one else can get up there. We are a little bit concerned about here, but I think we're totally fine there. And then lastly, just for safekeeping, we'll do that, and that should be the level. I saw this was out, and now I want it after seeing the video. Yeah, I mean, it's real good. Like, so far, this is still definitely all content that I've seen from the demo. I think this is as far as I got in the demo. Don't recall. There might be one more level that I've seen. Because I thought there were 4 levels. And this is the 3rd? Funnel them before. Well, I totally would have, but that was the last turn. So, like, it wasn't necessarily a question of can I kill them. I definitely could if I had time, but it was more of a question of if I go in and try and get as many kills as possible, am I going to get killed on the retaliation? Because we're playing on demonic difficulty, and so if we have any unit die, we get a game over and have to start the whole round over. So it wasn't necessarily like, you know, if I lose a unit, I just have to start over. So I had to weigh the odds of what are the odds that a unit dies if I push in and try and get 1 extra kill, and it wasn't worth it. From what I've heard, there is ways to grind levels later on. So it does cost gold though. So it's not like you can grind endlessly, but there are going to be ways to grind. Demo is one more map, but this one's very different in the demo. Maybe I just played a very late version of the demo, so maybe I didn't say, well, but if it was different, it would have been changed. I don't know. The one I played was only from like, I think it was from the last Steam Next Fest, so it was maybe just a couple months ago. Big props to the team who made this. They are sweet animations. Definitely. So, from what I know, it's a pretty small team. They did expand a little bit since the first game, but the person, well, I don't want to say one person because I think there were a couple people working on animations, but the one person, I don't know his name, unfortunately, but there's someone who is very well known in the Fire Emblem modding community who has done a lot of animations for like the GBA Fire Emblem games, who was recruited to work on this. I believe he worked on the first one as well, but not as heavily. And so after Dark Deity 1 came out and the developer had a whole bunch of funds to do a second, I think kind of built up the team a little bit. But, and of course I haven't played Dark Deity 1, but I've seen a bunch of videos on it, so I'm kind of familiar with it. But in general, like, I have nostalgia for the GBA Fire Emblem games, and so these animations are just, they're so cool. They're so well made and so well done. Maybe I'm remembering another route since they're two. Oh, that could be as well, Joel. Yeah, there are a couple routes. This is the one that I picked in the demo as well. So maybe that could definitely be. I do remember, I remember a video, there's like, you're kind of, there are enemies coming from like the top left, I think. And I think there's a waterfall on the left side of the screen. Maybe that's the map you're talking about. The game doesn't have any permadeaths, but you lose stats if you die. You talking about this one? This one, right. So, right, there is no permadeath, but on demonic mode, if you get a death, you just get a game over.
How are we looking?
Lost some good men, but a lot less than we would have without
The
your
last,
help.
I have definitely heard that the last spell is hard. The last spell is also one that I just picked up recently with the spring sale, and one that I would like to check out at some point.
We do. We can only hope the others made it out okay.
Right. I noticed this wasn't the bulk of their forces. Don't suppose we've got time to go lend the others a hand. Although perhaps we could use this to our advantage.
Already salivating over your chance to fill the power vacuum, are you?
Hmm? Ha! You know, now that you mention it, that'd be quite the silver lining. We won't be leading anybody anytime soon, though. Britannia should lead itself. Our job's to keep the peace. No, what I was considering was the opening we just punched in the front line.
Yeah, I think demonic is an added difficulty. If I remember correctly, Deity was the highest there was before. And Deity did not have... it had harder loss requirements, but I don't think that there was essentially... Actually, it's not even essentially permadeath. It's just literally if a unit dies. I'll see. I think we can change the difficulty settings once we get to the world map. So I'll see if we can take a look at that and see the difference between the difficulties.
Their forces are diminished and spread thin. We can use this momentum to push right through and retake the territory they claimed.
You mean liberate Haven on the same day they took it?
Ha! Then we are of one mind. I'll rally the lads and we can get moving.
Gwyn, we made it. You can unclench your jaw now.
It's not over until we're back in Caliban. I don't know if I made the right choice.
Who's to say? But you're no use to anybody like this. Just breathe.
All we can do is hope we're doing what's best. It's too late to turn back now.
That's precisely why I can't lose focus. I made the decision, so what happens next is on me.
There is one more map. I just remembered. It's the castle map. The next one's the castle map, and that's the last one that I've played. Or that was available.
I appreciate the concern, Reardon. I do. But...
Okay. Just take care of yourself, alright?
I will. But only once the fighting's done. Now gather your things. We're headed for Haven.